So Randy is calling me to get my insight on the Rome Masters, ATP Masters Rome, or now they call it the ATP 1000 Series Masters in Rome. It seems like there's basically 8 players left, and go ahead, Randy.
Absolutely, there are 8 players left, starting with Novak Djokovic against Juan Martín del Potro.
Nole, that's his nickname. It's Nole.
Nole against JMDP.
Juan Martín del Potro, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, good player. I don't think he ever come to Singapore yet, but yeah, nice player.
So I think Novak's going to take that one, just because Novak has been hot and he has been underrated on clay. Now, not many people know, but Novak is actually the defending champion here. He actually won last year. Now, of course, the reason he won was because Nadal lost earlier, and he didn't have to face Nadal in the final. He actually beat Stan Wawrinka in the final. But just because of that, I pick Novak. What do you think?
Well, I think that I cannot disagree with you. Honestly, I really wanted, Stanislas Wawrinka to maybe play Novak, but because I like his backhand, but this is a little bit tough, yeah, because a clay tournament is better for South American players, and I think on this one I have to agree with you. My only comment is I don't think this is going to be that easy a match for Novak, because even though he's been hot, I mean, Juan Martín, I mean, he's a very imposing guy, and big serve too, I mean, I know, they say clay is the great equalizer, but, he's got that long arm and everything, I mean, I think Djokovic will win, but it's going to be a tight 2 sets.
Okay. Tight 3 sets. Absolutely. Okay.
Yep. It's going to be, I think it's going to be a tight 2 sets.
Oh, okay. Maybe like 7-6, 7-6 or something like that.
Well, I think it's going to be either maybe one go into tie break, or maybe basically one break, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So who's next?
Misha Zverev, Roger Federer.
Wow, who the hell is that? I thought I know the ATP player. I never heard of that one before. Well, who did he beat to get this far?
Hold on.
Hello?
Misha Zverev actually beat Gilles Simon, believe it or not.
Gilles Simon. Oh, Gilles Simon, good player, man. Yeah, I think he beat Federer before.
Twice.
Wow. I'm actually surprised, because today I watched the interview after the Federer match, yeah, and the lady asked him about the next match, and I don't think he mentioned the other guy's name, yeah, because he probably don't know who the other guy is. So he said that the next round he has to watch out for Gilles Simon, because he's got beaten twice already by him, yeah. So I guess what, to me this is like a fluke. I think Federer will walk over this guy, and he's going to be in the semifinal very easily.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yep. I cannot agree more with you. Federer, he did lose at the earlier match, which was Monte Carlo, and the reason he lost is because he was not prepared. He just got married, and he just flew in.
Yes.
I think he played on Wednesday. He flew in on Tuesday morning or something. So, and it's not like Federer. Normally, Federer has like at least 2 or 3 days to practice. So that's why he lost to Stan, in my opinion. So he should be able to beat Misha pretty easily. Okay.
Yeah. Well, actually, he said that also. He also mentioned that he also mentioned that he was not too disappointed when he lost to Wawrinka, yeah, because you're right. He's not got prepared. He just go to see to measure himself and see what is missing, like, yeah.
Yep.
But now he feels. The lady asked him if he was surprised at his performance against who is it? He beat Stepanek, is it?
Radek Stepanek.
Yeah. So that's a very, very crafty player. But I think So they asked the lady asked him if he was surprised, and he said actually no, because he really prepared. After the Monte Carlo one, he basically evaluated himself and see where his weaknesses are and everything, and so I think he should not have a problem beating this. I know you mentioned it to me 3 times already, but I cannot remember this guy's name. But so who's next?
Rafael Nadal, of course. Fernando Verdasco,
Okay.
and obviously Rafael Nadal. I picked him to win the tournament, so of course I'm gonna pick him, and he has been hot all week. Heck, he has been hot all year.
Yeah, well, it's hard to go wrong with that prediction. Okay, I mean, I really nothing much to say here, because I mean, it. Let me tell you, I think it's going to be a very entertaining match, because this is a sort of a rematch of the Australian Open. But I think that even though Verdasco is a Spaniard, he is probably, and I don't know, maybe because of his training in Vegas, but it seems like his game, or at least the way he was playing, or his training, I guess, seemed to be more suited for the hard court. But again, that is just pure speculation, because if he is still training with Gil Reyes, Agassi, Agassi is one of the only U.S. players who have been pretty successful at the. Actually, he won all the slams, so. I think it'll be an entertaining match, but I think it would be quite easy for Nadal to win. I mean, it's going to be more difficult, obviously, than his game today against Soderling. But I don't think Nadal will break too much sweat against Verdasco.
Okay.
Sorry for the long or roundabout explanation, but basically I agree with you. Nadal is going to. I would really be surprised if Nadal even lost. If Nadal couldn't get, maybe more than. I would be surprised if it ended up being Nadal winning by a break for each set. I mean, I think on one of the sets, I think there should be some comfortable separation.
Okay.
So maybe like a 6-4, 6-2, something like that.
Okay. Now, the last quarterfinal. Juan Monaco, Fernando Gonzalez.
Well, this is interesting matchup, and basically an interesting, but ultimately, it would be ultimately useless, or not. No, sorry, I'm trying to think of the word there. I'm trying to think of an equivalent of a dead rubber, because you know what? It doesn't matter who wins that game; they're not going to make it to the finals. However, having said that. Now, I don't feel strongly one or the other. However, due to my personal bias, okay, I'm going to pick Juan Monaco. And I'm going to tell you why. He is actually using the same racket as I am. Or I should correct myself. He's using the racket with the same paint job as I am. Now, Gonzalez is very entertaining to watch. Obviously, one of the biggest forehands in recent memory, but that's it. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting, and I'm giving the slight edge to Juan Monaco. And who did he beat? Did he beat Murray, is it?
He beat Andy Murray, the number 4 player in the world.
Yeah, I mean,
be number 3.
I mean, I'm going to give Juan Monaco just a slight edge just because he's using Yonex. But, this is a purely subjective. Well, it's purely subjective because, I guess, like I said earlier, whoever wins this match will play Nadal?
Whoever wins this match will play Nadal.
So,
it's like a dead rubber, like you said, right? I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so, if there's it's basically dead rubber, it doesn't matter who wins. I mean, it's probably entertaining to watch, but to me, if I were, if I had my choice of, well, I shouldn't say. I mean, look, basically the first 3 matchups I would pay to see. The last one, I mean, I would not pay to see.
So there you have it, folks. Our predictions for the Rome quarterfinals and beyond. Novak Djokovic over Juan Martín del Potro. Roger Federer over Misha Zverev. Rafael Nadal over Fernando Verdasco. Juan Monaco over Fernando Gonzalez. We will have one great semifinal on Saturday. Novak Djokovic against Roger Federer. The winner playing Nadal in the finals. Until next time, this is Randy Wen and Peter Kwok signing off.